Drake and Josh is celebrating its 20th anniversary since it first premiered on Nickelodeon back in 2004. This is a show that's meant so much to me. I first watched it back in 2007. While it was on its last season, I started to get into it. I was 8 years old, and this show literally has changed my life. It shaped my humor. It has given me my love for slapstick comedy. So today, to celebrate this iconic show, 20th anniversary, I am going to rank all of Drake and Josh, all of its seasons, and its 2 made-for-TV movies from the worst to the best. So let's pip the doodly do it.
Pip the doodly do. Pip the doodly do. I'm gonna start saying that.
In last place, Drake and Josh Go Hollywood. In this made-for-TV movie, Drake and Josh accidentally send their little sister Megan to Los Angeles after placing her on the wrong flight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh? Yeah! You put our 11-year-old little twin sister on a plane to the wrong city!
This is no time to panic.
This is the perfect time to panic!
When they travel to go rescue her, they get mixed up in criminal activities and eventually are kidnapped. Now, I'll admit, I enjoyed this made-for-TV movie a lot more as a kid than I do as an adult. It definitely still has its moments that manages to get a laugh out of me.
Put the tickets down there. I'll move you. Put it back there.
Is my applesauce? Where is my applesauce?
Oh, would somebody please get him his applesauce?
You already ate your applesauce.
Then where are my pills?
But for the most part, the humor and the style of comedy that made the show so unique and distinct is written pretty weak this time around. And the energy that the cast contributes to the show feels oddly low and kind of flat in this movie. Whereas the show was kid-friendly, the humor was very rarely only aimed at kids, and teens and even adults alike could enjoy and get a laugh out of the episode. Whereas almost everything in this movie as a 25-year-old man now struggled to hold my attention.
It's Drake Parker. It's Josh Nichols. Can 2 teenagers who would never be friends learn to live as brothers? It's Drake and Josh.
In 5th place, Drake and Josh Season 1. It's not that this is a bad season. I mean, it's definitely a short season with only 6 episodes under its belt. But it's clear that at this point in time, the show wasn't fully sure of itself. The pilot consists of some pretty weird comedic beats, including a Karate Kid parody sequence with a very dated montage.
Karate is in here, not in here. Sometimes in here. One time in here. But that was after I swallowed the box of thumbtacks.
Aside from some rocky starts, what this season does get right is exploring the relationships between guitar rocker Drake Parker and goody-goody Josh Nichols as they are merged into a family and a brothership.
Dude, I can't concentrate. I can't hear you! I'm wearing earplugs! Oh.
The comedy in this season is good, but it definitely hasn't found its footing yet. But they did nail the catchphrase that this show will be known for even 20 years later, before the opening credits even rolled. That's impressive.
You're gonna be my... He's gonna be my... Hug me, brother!
My top 5 episodes for this season would be number 5, The Pilot, number 4, 2 Idiots and a Baby, number 3, Grammy, number 2, Dune Buggy, and number 1, Believe Me Brother, which is actually the very first episode of Drake and Josh I ever watched and changed my life forever.
This Christmas, you'll never guess who's coming to town.
Santa! That's not what Santa does.
And that's for being such a good girl this year.
In 4th place, we've got Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. Look, this is a bad movie that makes no sense. Drake and Josh get arrested, and at their court hearing, they're told they have to give a foster girl and her family the best Christmas ever, or else they're gonna go to jail forever. What?
If you do not give this little girl and her family the best Christmas ever, I will put you in jail and melt the key down myself. Am I clear?
But even with just how terrible of a plot this movie has, I can't lie, man. I watch it every Christmas just for that nostalgic kick. Drake Bell and Josh Peck still managed to carry over the chemistry that they had in the show that ended a year prior to this movie coming out. And unlike in their first TV movie, Drake and Josh Go Hollywood, the writing this time around actually gives them some pretty great comedic beats to play around with.
Come on, she's like 7 years old. I'm sure her and her family just want tons
Turn left in 5 feet.
Hang on! This thing doesn't give you a whole lot of warning.
He's trying to escape.
All the side characters coming back get a moment to shine and just put a big smile on my face to see them all reunite. And credit where credit is due, this movie does manage to capture that Christmas spirit, that Christmas wholesome feeling, while also bringing back the wacky, crazy nature that the show was so popular for.
Because of you, I once again love Christmas. And monkeys.
It's not a movie that I would recommend to people who did not grow up with the show, but for me, this is a gift that I have cherished every Christmas since 2008. 2008.
The sitcom gods present the new Slapstick Kings. Now you can watch all this intense physical comedy
I now have cat-like reflexes.
rather than deal with any mental challenges. Drake and Josh, Sundays at 6.
In third place, I'm going with Drake and Josh Season 2. After feeling out what their show was going to be in Season 1, the show really found its footing in Season 2. Drake Bell and Josh Peck feel much more sure of themselves in these characters and how they play the comedic scenes.
No, I get the purple controller. No, I get the purple. No, I get the ball. No, you're always doing this. No, I get the purple. No, I don't like that. Come on, every time I want to use the purple controller, you never let me.
The dynamic between the two brothers is fully defined, and the show has definitely found a formula at this point that consists of one of the pair getting into a situation by the other and needing their help to get out of it. It's also the last season that tries to explore the reality of these families blending, with storylines such as episodes like Guitar, where Josh's dad sees Josh bonding with Drake's mother, so he tries to bond with Drake as his stepfather. After this season, the whole idea that this family is a blended family coming together is kind of abandoned. Well, not abandoned, but it's not very touched upon anymore after Season 2. But the attempts that they have to explore that in Season 2 are nice to see.
You want to build a tree house together?
What?
You, me, a house and a tree?
On top of that, this season introduces a lot of core elements that will go on to be iconic for the show. From settings such as the premiere theater where Josh works all the way up until the series finale and where the characters regularly hang out and go on dates, to some of the show's most iconic characters such as Helen, Crazy Steve, Mrs. Hafer, Craig and Eric, Mindy. They all start here in Season 2. With only 12 episodes, Season 2 managed to establish what this show was going to be for the remainder of its years. And in the short amount of time that they had to do that, that's pretty impressive. My top 5 episodes for Season 2 are Football, Driver's License, Mean Teacher, Movie Job, and The Bet.
This weekend, get a brand new Drake and Josh.
Some new leather jacket?
Maybe.
Megan?
Well, I'm not putting my brand new telescope on the grass.
What if she saw something in her telescope that totally freaked her out? Oh, Dad's butt?
Our runner-up at number 2 is Drake and Josh Season 3. A season that was cut short after Drake Bell suffered a major car accident, this season seemed to really try to find the new dynamic between Drake and Josh now that Josh has lost a majority of his weight, putting him on a more even field with Drake when it comes to the physicality of the show. In doing so, they lean more into playing off of Drake's stupidity and less off of Josh's awkward goofiness, which are exchanged for Josh's reactions of frustration and awe at Drake's intelligence.
Okay, so how do we buy some? Can't. Says here they're only available in South America. What? South America!
Which is a dynamic that they will continue to play with till the end of the show, giving the show some of its best episodes. But we'll get there in a minute. This season also really plays as Josh Peck's season, as they lean way more into the character of Josh than they do into Drake. Giving him his first girlfriend in Mindy and having that be the through line throughout the entire season. There are also some real classics found in this season, because not only do the cast get better at the comedic timing and at their performances, but the writing also gets considerably stronger and funnier with the situations that they put Drake and Josh into, which results in more comedy and more laughs, and as a sitcom, that's all you can ask for. My top 5 episodes for season 3 consist of Alien Invasion, The Demonator, We're Married, Foam Finger, and The Affair.
Up next, it's more Drake and Josh on Nick.
But coming in at number 1 is Drake and Josh Season 4. This show went out on a high note because there is rarely an episode of Drake and Josh in Season 4 that I don't enjoy. This entire season is on its A game, and that is because they finally cracked the code of what makes this show great. Taking Drake and Josh, putting them in a room together, and saying, go.
1, 2, 3.
You hit the door.
Yeah. Why didn't you open it?
You didn't say go.
I said on 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go.
This season feels like they are trusting Drake Bell and Josh Peck the most with their comedic instincts, because there are so many episodes where Drake and Josh are stuck somewhere and they just let the comedy play out. Which results in classic episodes such as The Wedding, with Drake and Josh stuck on the side of the road after their car breaks down.
It won't start.
Oh, Billy!
Helicopter, where Drake and Josh are stuck alone in a helicopter as it's hurtling towards the ground, losing gas.
It's the fuel gauge! We're on E! Well, maybe E means extra fuel!
Vicious Tiberius, which sees Drake and Josh trapped in their English teacher's bathroom by her psycho dog while watching him over the weekend. And of course, Treehouse, where Drake and Josh are trapped by their evil sister Megan while building the neighbor kid's treehouse with no way out.
Megan! 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 Megan!
Resulting in some of the duo's most memorable and memeable work.
Drake?
What?
Where's the door hole?
Goes right there. See, I drew it with a magic marker.
You were supposed to cut it out with the power saw.
Dude, I'm gonna.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So go get the power saw.
Okay, I will. I see the problem.
Oh, do ya?
The supporting cast also get a lot of moments to shine in this season, most notably in the episode The Storm, where all the characters are trapped at Drake and Josh's house during a giant rainstorm, which allowed the writers to utilize this amazing cast of performers to their full potential. I cannot tell you how many times I have watched this season since it wrapped up in 2007. Every time I watch this season, every episode gets at least one, if not multiple laughs out of me. When I think back to Drake and Josh, when I think of Drake and Josh, this is the season that I think about with the most episodes that come into my mind. It's the epitome of leave them wanting more, and for that reason, Drake and Josh Season 4 comes in at number 1. My top 5 episodes for Season 4 consist of Josh runs into Oprah.
This is my worst birthday ever.
Because you ran over Oprah?
No, because it's a little humid. Yes, because I ran over Oprah.
Vicious Tiberius, Helicopter, The Wedding, and of course, Treehouse. And with that, guys, that is my ranking for the whole series of honestly one of my favorite shows of all time, Drake and Josh. I cannot tell you how much this show has meant to me. I am so happy to be sharing this with you guys, to be sharing the Drake and Josh love with all of you, because I know a lot of you guys like this show as well. So now I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of Drake and Josh? How would you rank their entire series from the worst to the best? Not only is this show memorable, but it's also very quotable. So I want to hear your Drake and Josh go-to quote. Put it down in the comment section below. Let's get that comment section filled up with some Drake and Josh quotes. I'd love to see them. And if you're new here and you haven't heard, we talk about movies on this channel a lot, but we also do like to talk about Drake and Josh and all that kind of stuff. So if that's something that you enjoy too, consider hitting that subscribe button before you make your way out of here. We'd love to have you join our little community. As always, guys, thank you so much for hearing me out. Happy 20th anniversary to Drake and Josh, and I hope to talk to you guys again real soon.